Bitcoin absolutely crashed to $81,000. The silver lining of all this chaos, the 14 billion in short positions sitting in the market right now, if we do get a bounce, it could be absolutely explosive. We're talking a potential short squeeze that could see Bitcoin send $5,000 to $10,000 upwards in the matter of a few hours. Not only has Bitcoin fallen off a cliff, dropping over 10% in a matter of just hours, but we're seeing massive liquidations across the entire market. Billions of dollars just gone, poof, liquidated, just like that. And that's the question everyone's asking. Where exactly do we go from here? All right, everyone. So Bitcoin absolutely crashed to $81,000. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but buckle up. This might not be over yet. In fact, we're about to discuss what could be some of the most important price cycles you need to watch in the coming weeks and months. Not only has Bitcoin fallen off a cliff, dropping over 10% in a matter of just hours, but we're seeing massive liquidations across the entire market. I'm talking gold, silver, stock markets, NASDAQ, and of course, altcoins as well. Everything is bleeding red right now. This isn't just a crypto thing, it's a full market event. And here's what's really concerning. We just witnessed one of the largest liquidations events in Bitcoin history. Nearly $2 billion wiped out in a single day. Billions of dollars just gone. Poof. Liquidated, just like that. And that's the question everyone's asking. Where exactly do we go from here? Today, we're going to break down exactly why this could be significantly worse before it gets better. We'll look at the critical support levels, including a crucial level at $74,600 from April that everyone needs to have on their radar. We're also going to discuss what technical analysis is telling us, what fundamentals are showing, and more importantly, what my personal strategy is during this time. Before we dive in, of course, I want to say a quick disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. If you do want to buy crypto or any altcoins or any investments, please consult a financial advisor. And please, if you're in the UK, USA, or UAE, please do not watch or engage with my content. So let's talk about what happened, because this is absolutely insane. We've seen almost 2 billion worth of liquidations in a single day now. 2 billion in just 24 hours. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is genuinely one of the biggest liquidation events in Bitcoin's history. And here's the brutal part. Over 1.7 billion of those liquidations were long positions. And that means all these traders that were betting on Bitcoin going up got completely destroyed, wiped out. Their positions forcibly closed and the price crashed through their liquidation levels. How is there so much leverage in this market? It just goes to show that people never learn. They use 50x, 100x on futures thinking they're going to get rich quick, and a move like this happens and they lose everything. This is exactly the kind of manipulation and volatility that whales use to their advantage. But here's something interesting, and this could be a silver lining if you're particularly looking for one. There's now close to 14 billion worth of short positions in the market and virtually no longs remaining. Think about that. Everyone who's long was liquidated, and everyone who's left is either short or sitting on the sidelines. If we cast our minds back to when Bitcoin was about $98,000, it was the exact opposite situation. We had tons of longs and very few shorts. Now the tables have completely turned. So what does this mean? Well, historically, when you see this kind of extreme positioning, you often get violent moves in the opposite direction. Not saying this will happen immediately, of course, but that liquidity sitting around 85 to 87K could trigger a short squeeze if we do in fact get a bounce. Now, some people are saying this could be a double bottom formation. We tested this low previously and now we are retesting it. And of course, it's possible. In markets, we often do see these resets to previous lows. Sometimes they hold, sometimes they don't. But if giving everything else we're seeing, which I'll get into, I think we need to be prepared for possibility that we could in fact go even lower. So what's happening? What's causing this absolute bloodbath across all the markets? Let's break it down because there are several major factors at play here. First, this isn't just a crypto crash. This is a full-blown market event. Gold, which everyone thought was going to the moon, dropped 8.2%, wiping out over 3 trillion from its market cap. Yes, 3 trillion, not billion. Gone. Silver fell harder, down 12%, losing 760 billion in market cap. These are metals that are supposed to be safe havens and they're getting destroyed. The S&P 500 is down, the Nasdaq is down. In just a few hours, more than the entire market cap of cryptocurrency was erased from traditional markets. And just to put this in perspective, the entire crypto market cap is less than 3 trillion. So in a matter of hours, traditional markets lost more value than all of crypto combined. That shows how significant this sell-off was, and also how still insignificant crypto is compared to traditional assets. But what's causing it? Well, according to market analysis, we're seeing massive deleveraging event. Too much leverage, too many margin calls. Traders went absolutely crazy with high leverage, 50x, 100x on futures contracts. And where you have that much leverage, even a small dump turns into forced selling, which triggers chain liquidations, which creates even more selling pressure. It's basically a death spiral for the bulls. On top of that, you got profit taking after massive rallies. Gold was up over 160% in 2 years. Silver was up nearly 380%. Those are parabolic moves. And what happens after parabolic moves? Of course, corrections. Big ones at that. People are locking in profits, and when there's a big players start selling, everyone panics and follows. We've also got government shutdown situations looming. This could happen tomorrow or in the next few days. Historically, when the government does in fact have a shutdown in the United States, Bitcoin does not react well to this. The last time it happened, Bitcoin dumped over 20%, so if its shutdown does incur, we could see a potential more selling pressure. And then there's the Fed chair situation. Trump is announcing his pick tomorrow. It's down to Kevin Hassett or a couple of other candidates. The uncertainty around the monetary policy is making markets very nervous. How will the new Fed chair be? Will he be more hawkish? What will happen? Nobody knows. The markets hate uncertainty, of course. Now, trading through this absolute chaos and volatility, if you are looking to navigate these markets, guys, of course, always, I do have a link down below in this video for Bybit. Now, please, if you're from UK, USA, or UAE, do not interact with this link or my videos. This is for people in other jurisdictions. But Bybit is currently offering up to a $30,000 deposit bonus, and I've been trading personally on Bybit for around 7 years. Of course, trading on these exchanges, trading crypto, trading gold, trading silver, whatever you're trading, there are inherent risks. And of course, you could lose all your money if you do so incorrectly. So the link is down below. Please always consult a financial advisor. And of course, go ahead and get the maximum bonus if you meet the deposit requirements. So let's take a look now at the meat of the video, the technical analysis, because this is where things are going to get really interesting and frankly pretty concerning if you are a Bitcoin bull. Looking at the charts right now, we're seeing what appears to be a bear flag breakdown. For those who don't know what a bear flag is, it's a continuation pattern that forms after a sharp move down. You get this little consolidation period that looks like a flag, and then typically price breaks down and continues in the direction of the original move. So what does this mean for price targets? Well, if we measure the bear flag conservatively, we're looking at $65,000 price target. But if we measure aggressively from the full pole and the bear flag, all the way down to $55,000 is the target. Of course, this is extremely bearish and it may not even happen. That is around a 20 to 30% drop from here. However, I need to be frank with you, there is a massive critical level at 74,600. This is a support from a previous candle wick all the way back from the start of previous year, sorry. The level is hugely significant because it represents a major volume node for earlier in the year. And if Bitcoin comes down to test this level, we need to see how it reacts. Of course, it can break this level and continue further down, or what everyone is hoping for is a massive catalyst bounce from this level, pushing the Bitcoin price back further higher, upwards to $75,000 to $81,000. Of course, the most likely support level is at around $70,000. This corresponds with previous price levels, and we can also talk about some other indicators and signs in the chart as well. The RSI on the daily time frame is trending downwards, and as long as we stay below $86,268, we're likely continuing to see lower prices. The 9 and 18 exponential moving averages are starting to expand away from each other, which indicates a strengthening downtrend. Of course, this is not good news. On the monthly chart, this is really important. We've now turned red for January, and if this month closes like this, it changes the entire psychology going into February. Could we bounce from these levels? Of course we could. However, that looming level down below us is very dangerous. Of course, also the hash rate dropped 40% from its all-time high. 40%. This is absolutely massive. For those who don't know, this is a big deal. And here's why that matters. Bitcoin production has collapsed down to around $69,000, with a pure electrical cost sitting at around $55,000. This creates a much wider range for potential downside because miners have no more room to sell Bitcoin before they're actually losing money on operations. Of course, with all this doom and gloom, what am I actually doing? Am I buying? Am I selling? Am I panic selling? Panic buying even? What is I in fact doing? Of course, you know my strategy, long-term dollar cost average into whatever asset it may be. In the long term, usually markets historically have gone up. If we look at the past 10 years in crypto or 10, 20 years in traditional markets, that is the safest thing to do, dollar cost averaging. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so if you want the safest thing to do in your exact situation, definitely consult a financial advisor. So let me wrap all this up for you because I know I've covered quite a lot of things here. The silver lining of all this chaos, with 14 billion in short positions sitting in the market right now, if we do get a bounce, it could be absolutely explosive. We're talking a potential short squeeze that could see Bitcoin send $5,000 to $10,000 upwards in the matter of a few hours. Of course, remember the critical level at 74,600, that previous wick from April, and if we do get down there and hold, it could be a decent spot for a bounce. Now, could I be wrong about all of this? Of course I can. I'm just a guy sitting in his office at home talking about crypto and stating my opinion. It's not financial advice. That does not mean you should panic though. You should always stay calm, stay rational, and keep your emotions in check. If you found the analysis in today's video helpful, I really do appreciate you watching my channel. And of course, drop a like down below and also comment down below if you want to enter to win that $100 every single Monday. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you do like these new style of videos with better production, better editing, and more interesting content, I would say. Definitely let me know down in the comments below. I would really appreciate that. Thanks for watching today's video, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.